on the Pukei-Pukei, which I have seen in the Monster Hunter beta here. The beta, by the way, for those with a PlayStation 4, is going to be running from the 22nd to the 26th. Highly recommend you check it out. Monster Hunter is a fantastic game, and this is coming from a complete neophyte. Like, I barely played a game once when a friend let me basically borrow it. So, I'm pretty new, but I'm hyped up for this as well. You should be. There's a lot of great channels out there. I would definitely give a shout to RX Gaming and Gaijin Hunter. They have a lot of really good information if you're interested in Monster Hunter and what's been going on and the build up to the eventual release of Monster Hunter World. With that said, I'm going to first off go over my loadout here so that way you can kind of get a feel for what I am using, and then we'll get on with the hunt. So, first things first, I have my weapon, which is the Spiked Horn. Now this is a hunting horn. It's one of the 14 different types of weapons in the game. The hunting horn is basically a support style weapon. It is basically it's a version of a split version of the hammer. There's two main blunt weapons, the hammer and the hunting horn. The hammer deals just greater overall damage. The hunting horn deals greater initial damage, and then it kind of drops off a little bit. But not only that, the hunting horn is a support style weapon, because basically each different horn has different songs it can play. And these songs give stat buffs to you and your allies if you're playing multiplayer. So this one, the one I'm using right now, is the Spiked Horn. I don't know what it is made from. We'll probably figure that out once when the game gets going. But the songs that I have are an attack boost, a health boost, wind element negation, and reduction, I should say, not negation, and a defense boost. Then there are the basic self-improvement buffs, which is, in this case, a movement speed buff and a basically damage prevention reduction. So, the other thing to note with this weapon is that it has an element, a sleep element attached to it. So, basically, my role, if I were in a group, would be not only buffing my allies, but I'd also be aiming for the monsters' heads, because blunt instruments or blunt weapons, I should say, although in this case, instrument is quite literal. But the blunt weapons can KO monsters, and this especially so, since it has that sleep element attached to it, it can actually put them to sleep, which will allow you to wail on it a little more. For the charms, there's a couple of different charms. I'm going the defense charm, namely because I'm going to be up in the fight a lot, and I want to have that defense boost that paired with my defense song will really kind of help me stay in the thick of combat for longer. Then I have the Ghillie Mantle here. Now, the Ghillie Mantle is one of the many mantles. This one, basically, when you put it on, it allows you to sneak up on monsters or sneak past monsters, which is going to be incredibly helpful, because my loadout is not geared towards monsters that use fire attacks, which in the Great Forest where the Pukei-Pukei is basically the Anjanath and the Rathalos, and they're really strong. I don't want to deal with them. Next up, I have the Health Booster. This is a nice little item. What it does is you stick it in the ground, and it basically has a little area that just you get your health boosted in. Pretty straightforward. Now, as for my loadout, I have the Jagras headgear, the Jagras armor, the ingot gloves, the Jagras folds, I don't know, something, and the feathered leggings. This loadout is spec'd towards basically defense and health regeneration, as well as basically giving a bonus to fighting against water. Now, I don't know what element the Pukei-Pukei normally fights with. I know it deals a lot of poison, but I don't have any defense stats that help with poison, and of the basic armors that you get, none of them are really spec'd towards poison resistance. So I'm working with what I got to try and give me the best loadout. As you can see, looks pretty good. Anyway, moving on. Quick check out the Palico. Palicos, by the way, are amazing. But in this case, I am giving mine, whose name is Kavad, by the way, the Anja hammer. This would be made from Anjanath parts. And it is a blunt weapon, has fire element attached to it, which I think will be helpful in dealing with the Pukei-Pukei. I'm not 100%, but doing that little extra damage is always good. I also have the Feline Forest Helm and the Forest Mantle. Once again, these are just geared towards more basic stats, should help him out. And then the Bigger Wasp Spray, which is really helpful because basically it will come in handy and get me some health if I'm really low. So I can kind of count on my Palico to keep me fighting, in case I forget. Anyway, so that is the loadouts. We're going to be starting off at the first camp, because that is where I ended up seeing the Pukei-Pukei, is by the water's edge. It's also where I'll likely see a Great Jagras. You can see the hunt here is the Great Devourer Great Jagras hunts. That's because in the beta there's only 3 quests you can do. So while I'm actually hunting the Pukei-Pukei, my technical quest is the Great Jagras, which, if I'm lucky, I might be able to get both of them in. Soloing this means there's a lot less people looking, so I've had some rough goes in the past, from just stumbling on in my first playthrough to actually trying to hunt him and coming up short each time. Anyway, so here we are. First things first, for any hunt, what you want to do is you want to go to the canteen. Now, normally you'd be doing this in the town, but since we don't have access to the hub town, we're doing it here. I got the fish platter. Obviously, that looks like a fish, I guess. You know, the big bird fish. But one of the big things is you eat, so that way you can get some stat boosts. Go over to your supply chest, grab some emergency provisions, and we are on our way. So I'm going to give it about roughly 10 minutes of searching. If I can't find the Pukei-Pukei in 10 minutes, then I'm just going to go for the Great Jagras. Now you can see here we got some of the herbivores. I don't remember their names. The skid marks there come from the Great Jagras. Now, if you're looking for the Great Jagras, by the water's edge is normally where you want to start looking, while its nest is in the forest with the other Jagrases. Here at the water's edge is basically where it likes to hang out, because it will come in and, like, basically swallow whole any of these little guys, these herbivores, to then deliver the food to its young. Normally those guys down there is where we end up seeing it. Oh, hey, Pukei-Pukei. Awesome. Let's do this. This is technically my 3rd attempt, and I actually found it this time. So we're going to sneak around. Now see this tail? How it has this, like, little cone shape? And, like, big fights, what it'll do is it'll, like, well up poison and basically, like, spray poison from that tail. I'm gonna jump. Mount this motherfucker.
Now's your chance to topple it.
Oop, no, I want up here. Has this big tongue that it will attack with. Trying to get my big hits in, because if I can do a stun attack right off the bat, that'll be really helpful. Yeah, overhead smash. Basically get this guy down. KO there. Now I'm aiming for the health boost. Yeah, it'll swipe with its tail. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna play a song. Got my basic health boost. Attack up. Movement up. And then... Oh, see? The sleep element kicked in there. Health boost and attack boost were at least extended. Oop, crap. Oh. Yeah, this is partially why I want the... There we go. Gonna set up a song. This time for the defense boost, and this time I'm gonna wait for my movement speed before I do my encore. Oh! Jerk. See, now its face is red. It's angry. It's probably gonna start doing some more poison. Crap, crap, crap. Hey, got that dodge in. Oh, no, you don't. There's the Jagras. I don't care about the Jagras. I want Pukei. Pukei is flying off this way. Come on, you bastard. You're going down. Oh. Yep, see? Not happy. Ow. See? Very not happy. Damn it. I tried to jump and mount him. My defense boost. I'm not getting what I need.
Taking
Oh no.
hits like that repeatedly will stun you, meaning you won't be able to move.
Here we go. Alright. Do my encore. Encore can deal out some pretty big damage. Ow. Oh, crap. Jagras is here. Well, two birds with one stone, I guess. See how the Jagras is basically rolling in on the Pukei-Pukei? That's what it'll do when it's gotten its bigger form. Ow. Okay. Ow. Back off a little bit. Let them duke it out some. While I heal up. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna try and set up a shock trap. Ugh. Doesn't help when they're right there with it. Okay. Hey, you. Ugly. Come at me, bro. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work too well. Ah! Oh, where'd it go? Jagras, I don't care about you. I can kill you stupidly fast. Now I'm out of shock trap too. Crap. Alright, I'll find them. Probably a good time, though, to use my whetstone. Sharpen up my blade again. Or, I mean, my blunt instrument. And then we're on our way! Looking for the Pukei-Pukei. See, Pukei-Pukei likes this area. Oh, doesn't like me though. Yeah, see that purple stuff? That's the poison he'll like spew out. Crap. Need red pits. Yeah. There we go. Alright, all my boosts are gone. I need to start a new string. Here we go. Out. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, crap. Oh, he rung my bell. There we go. Get my health boost. Alright, this is what we're going to have to work with right now. Oh no, you don't. Oh crap, I started the song. Okay, so see these little red things here? We're going to grab a few of these. Namely because when you deal enough damage to a monster, they'll drop these, and these are specialized little, like, slinger parts to shoot at enemies. So, it'll deal more damage, and hopefully I can kind of take it apart. Now see, the Pukei-Pukei is up here. I don't really want to try and fight him towards the edge, but I also don't want him to get better. No. Get over here. Oh, see the tail's starting to fill up. Normally, how you can tell it's going to be a poison attack. Oh, yeah! Got that Pukei-Pukei. Suck it, mother... I probably shouldn't cuss. But, yeah, no. Fuck that guy. Now, let's see if I can run and get my hands on that Great Jagras, which already took a little damage, and see if I can get them both. Here we go. So I know where he is. I have him on my radar. Just have to get there. Scout flies are going to try and lead me there too, which is helpful. When in doubt, like, trust your scout flies. They'll get you where you need to go. Lost the tail rider. Probably going towards his nest. Yep. Filled up on food, going towards the nest. Such a caring parent. Ow. Alright, so play my song. And then get the Encore. Encore can deal out basically some massive damage, plus the boost will hit all three if I tried to go that route, which I did, and thankfully it succeeded. So now, aim for the defense boost, and see if I can get this song off too. Ow. Helps if I don't get bashed around. Little ragdoll. Come on. Alright. There we go. Got the song off. Now, unfortunately, because he moved away. I have to reset the song. And you can see he lost the little bonus from the food, so his body's a lot slimmer now, which means he doesn't have a lot of his like rolling and damaging attacks, which is helpful for me because his rolling and damaging attacks are the worst. Oh, nope, not dead yet. For a second, I thought I had him. Oh, no, you don't. Not getting away from me. I still got about 6 minutes. Oh. Going for more food. I should have dodged. That was dumb. Ooh, that didn't work. Oh, hey! Some of the herbivores are helping out. Gotta love it when we get some extra help in here. Alright, so I'm fully geared up on all my songs, and with one final powerful strike, fill both of them. Got my Pukei-Pukei hunt, got my Jagras. I am happy as hell. That was fun. Optonoth. I'm sorry you had to die in that fight, Optonoth. That was not my intention. Now basically pillaging the Great Jagras here for parts. Almost out of time, and there we go. So, that was a Pukei-Pukei hunt with the little Great Jagras on the side. I don't know if the Tobakadachi is in the beta. But that's probably going to be my next big hunt, if I can try and find him. The other one, like, I haven't even touched the Wildspire Waste yet, but I kind of want to go looking around in the Wildspire Waste to see if Nergigante is there, because if so, maybe me and a couple of other really, really stupid people are going to try and hunt an Elder Dragon with, like, starting equipment. It's a terrible idea. We're probably gonna die, but if he's there, I think it would be fun to at least try it out. So that's all for right now. Gotta go get some food, but then I will be back, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, catch y'all later. Cheers.